Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. We will see some previous year NBA Max questions. So first of all, see the question number 77. If f of x is equal to 3 raised to 1 plus x, then f of x into f of y into f of z is equal to. So you have to find f of x into f of y into f of z. They have given f of x. Okay, all of you see the options and try to do. Once you get the answer, just comment it. I'll give you 30 seconds. All of you try, comment your answers. Okay, have you got the answer? So they have given f of x is equal to 3 raised to 1 plus x, isn't it? Then what is f of y? F of y is 3 raised to 1 plus y. What is f of z? F of z is 3 raised to 1 plus z. Okay. So f of x into f of y into f of z. So f of x into f of y into f of z, that is equal to 3 raised to 1 plus x into 3 raised to 1 plus y into 3 raised to 1 plus z. So we can write this as 3 raised to 1 plus x plus 1 plus y plus 1 plus z, because x raised to m into x raised to n is nothing but x raised to m plus n. Okay, so this will become 3 raised to 3 plus x plus y plus z. So this is what we have got. Now see the options. See the options. So what will be the correct option? Just see which can be the correct option. For getting the correct option, let's try each option. What is f of x plus y plus z? What is f of x plus y? In the place of x, we have to replace by x plus y plus z. So that will become 3 raised to 1 plus x plus y plus z. But that is not equal. So this is not the correct answer. See the next option. F of x plus y plus z plus 1. That will be 3 raised to x plus y plus z plus 1. That will not be the correct answer, because here plus one more, isn't it? So that is, you'll get 2 only. But here we need 3. So next is f of x plus y plus z plus 2. Next option, try that. That will become 3 plus 3 raised to 1 plus x plus y plus z plus 2. So that will be 3 raised to 3 plus x plus y plus z. So that is the what we require. So the answer is option C. Option C. Okay. So that is very simple question. I just explained you for you to understand. So once they are asking f of x, f of y, f of z, y means you have to just replace x by y. That means you have to just replace z x by z. Okay. Okay. Now next question. See the next question. Question number 78. Go through the question. Once you get the answer, just comment it. The number of real roots for the equation x square plus 9x plus 20 equal to 0 is number of real roots for the equation x square plus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. So here it is modulus x. Okay. So try. You have to find number of real roots. How many real roots are there? I want all of you to try and give me the answer. Okay, how to do this question? So here they have given x square plus 9x modulus x plus 20 equal to 0. So here this can be written as x square plus 9x plus 20 equal to 0, or it can be rewritten as, x square because modulus is there. So we are taking both cases. X square plus 9x plus 20 equal to 0, or x square minus 9x plus 20 equal to 0. Now try to find the root of the first equation. How to find x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So I'm first doing for this equation. What I'll get? X is equal to minus 9 plus or minus root of b square means 9 square 81 minus 4ac. 4 into 1 into 20. Isn't it? Minus b plus or minus root of b square. What is b square? B square is 9 square minus 4 into a is 1, c is 20 by 2a. 2a means 2 into 1. So that is minus 9 plus or minus root 1. That is 81 minus 80. So that is 1 by 2. So you'll get x is equal to minus 8 by 2. Minus 8 by 2. Sorry, minus 9. Yeah, minus 9 plus 1 by this minus 8 by 2. You get minus 4. Or minus 10 by 2. That is minus 5. So that is for this equation. Now again, if I do minus b plus or minus 4, this equation, what I'll get? Minus 9 plus or minus root of b square. That is 81 minus 4ac. 4 into 1 into 20. That is 80 by 2a. 2a means 2 into 1. So that will become 9 plus or minus root of 1. That is 1 by 2. So 9 plus 1 by 2. That is 10 by 2. 5. 9 minus 1 by 2. That is 4. So 4 or 5. So it's equal to 4 or 5. Now substitute that in the equation. So when you substitute x square, that x as minus 4, what you'll get? Minus 4 square plus 9 into minus 4 plus 20. What you'll get? 16, isn't it? 9 into 4, that is the minus 36 plus 20. 16 minus 36 plus 20. What you'll get? We get minus 20 plus 20, isn't it? So that is 0. Okay. So what is the problem here? See, the numbers are the roots, isn't it? The numbers are the roots. What are the numbers we got? Minus 4, minus 5, or x equal to 4 or 5. So listen, we have the function as x square plus 9 modulus x plus 20 equal to 0. So listen, for this to be this function to be satisfied, whenever when I'm putting plus 4 plus 9x, that is x square plus 9x plus 20 equal to 0. I should have a positive value, means x should be positive, isn't it? X should be positive. But see, when I'm taking the first function, what I'm getting x as negative, isn't it? Modulus means if this x has to be to be positive, means I need x as positive, isn't it? But I am getting x as negative. So these two values are not possible. Then what about when I'm taking the second case? In the second case, see, for this to be positive, this x to be negative, negative into negative, positive will come. For this term to be positive, x should be negative. But see, in the second case, I am getting 4 or 5, positive 4. So if I put positive 4 or positive 5, this negative remains. So that will not become plus 9x modulus x. So understood. So these four values are impossible. That means no real roots. Zero real roots. That means no real roots. Understood? So it is just simple. Don't get confused. First, I found out the roots of this equation. Then I found out the roots of this equation. Then see, for this equation to be satisfied, what happens for modulus is there. So this positive should remain. This positive should remain means x should be positive. This two happens means this negative two should be go. So for that I need negative x. But this is not becoming true for these four values. So there are no real roots. That is the answer. Zero real roots. Okay. That is the answer. Now move on to the next question. Okay. So see the question number 79. Question number 79, that question. If f of x is equal to sine of cos x, then f dash of x is equal to. If f of x is equal to sine of cos x, f dash of x is equal to. So that is a direct question. Just do give me the answer, comment your answers. Very direct question. Only chain rule you have to apply. Okay. So did you get the answer? How to do this? F dash of x. That means d by dx of sine of cos x. What is the derivative of sine x? Derivative of sine x is cos x. So cos of cos x into what you have to do, take the derivative of the inner function, outer function into derivative of the inner function, derivative of outer function to derivative of inner function. So inner function derivative cos x derivative is minus sin x. So what is the answer? Minus sin x cos x. Very easy question. So understand, they are asking the easy questions also, but what you have to do is you have to identify those questions, then only you will be able to answer that. Otherwise you will lose that question and that will be a lose for you. Okay. So that will be that is the answer is option D is the correct answer. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question number 80. Question number 80. The domain of the function f of x is equal to root of 2 minus x into x minus 3 is, you have to find the domain of this function. Domain of this function. Please try your own and comment your answers. Got it? You can get the answer in a single step. Listen, they are asking domain of the function. The function is given as f of x equal to root of 2 minus x into x minus 3. So domain of this function you have to find out. Anyhow, we have asked to find the root. This is a square root function. So inside that, this will be positive only because square can only be positive, isn't it? So 2 minus x into x minus 3 is greater than 0. Isn't it greater than or equal to 0? So if I replace this as x minus 2 into x minus 3, this will become less than or equal to 0 because I'm changing. When you change the sign, reverse this symbol. Greater than symbol as less than symbol. Now see x minus 2 into x minus 3. X minus 2 into x minus 3. So what will be the value? The value will be 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. Which is the option? Option is option C. Because here C less than or equal to is there. So you have to choose the closed interval 2 comma 3. Okay, this indicates why we write this. This means we have to write this is for less than or equal to sign is there. If it was like this one, we'll put the this brackets 2 comma 3. This is equivalent to this. This is equivalent to this. Okay. So that is about the question number 18. Go through. Why this interval is coming 2 between 3? Just check. If I'm taking 2.1 for example, 2.1 minus 2 into 2.1 minus 3. So this part will be positive, this part will be negative. So positive into negative, you will get a negative. So that will be obviously less than 0, isn't it? But if I take 1, what happens? 1 minus 2 and 1 minus 3. This both will become negative and your answer will be greater than 0. So that condition will not be satisfied. That's why this is the answer, option C. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question number 81. Solution of the differential equation dy by dx is equal to cos y minus x plus 1. Have you got the answer? What is the answer you're getting? Have you got option A as the correct answer? Option A. How did you do this? We have to find the solution, isn't it? We have to find the solution of this differential equation. You have to find the solution. So let us take here y minus x is equal to t. For example, we are taking, or suppose we are taking y minus x is equal to t. Then what is dy by dx? dy by dx will be 1 plus dt by dx, isn't it? How? Because this we can write it as x plus t, isn't it? So derivative of x is 1, derivative of t with respect to x is dt by dx. So dy by dx is equal to 1 plus dt by dx. Okay, so now see the equation here. What we have, dy by dx is equal to cos y minus x plus 1, isn't it? So dy by dx we got as 1 plus dt by dx, that's equal to cos t plus 1, isn't it? Because dy by dx already we got as 1 plus dt by dx. Then here cos y minus x is t. So that is cos t plus 1, isn't it? So here I can write dt by dx as cos t, isn't it? dt by dx as cos t, because 1 I'm cancelling from both sides. So how can I write? Can I write this as 1 by cos t dt is equal to dx? That means sec t dt is equal to dx. Now for finding solution, integrate both sides. What is the integral of sec t? Is the integral of sec t? That is log sec t plus tan t. Remember? Then what is the integral of x? Sorry, 1. What is the integral of 1 dx? That is x plus some constant c. So log sec t plus tan t is equal to x plus c is what we are getting. So I can write sec t plus tan t as e raised to x plus c, isn't it? E raised to x plus c. Okay, now listen the option, see the option. In the option, we have to bring back everything to y minus x. T should be have to change as y minus x. Now see, all the options have e raised to x, isn't it? E raised to x is there in all the options. So we have to modify this. So listen what I am doing. I'm just writing this part. Before that, have you copied down this? See, I have to find the solution. Okay. So while I see this question, what I did is I put t here. Then I found out dt by dy by dx. Then compared both the equations. Then I got integrated. I got this much. Okay, remaining portion I'm writing here. Now I went through the option. Every option is having e raised to x. So I have now sec t plus tan t is equal to e raised to x into e raised to c. Isn't it? E raised to x plus c, I can write as e raised to x into e raised to c. Okay. Now from here, can I write e raised to minus c equal to e raised to x by 6t plus tan t? Now what I'm doing is I'm multiplying numerator and denominator with ct minus tan t. Numerator and denominator with ct minus tan t. See, because here I don't have any denominator. In the option I'm having only numerators, isn't it? Then what this will become? This will become e raised to ct minus tan t divided by 6 square t minus tan square t, that is 1. 6 square t minus tan square t, that is 1. Okay, now what I have? I have what is e raised to minus c is equal to e raised to x sec t minus tan t. That is e raised to x into sec t means sec t is what? T is y minus x. Y minus x minus tan t is tan y minus x. That is e raised to minus c. Now this e raised to minus c is a constant. Which I am writing as capital C. So what I got? E raised to x sec y minus x minus tan y minus x is equal to constant. So what is the answer? Answer is option A. That is option A. Solution means what? You have to remove this dy by dx. You have to bring this expression in terms of only x and y. You have to remove all this dy by dx and you have to bring an expression only in terms of y and x without dy by dx or integral or everything. You have to get an expression only without dy by dx. That is how you will find the solution. Okay. Okay. So see you everyone in another video. Thank you so much. Study well.